The Ruling Class Bloodlines and the 21 Seats. Introduction. This is the second of 19 videos that will tell the story of the ruling class bloodlines, the 21 seats, and the two possible timelines that lie ahead of us. One of these timelines will erase the other, based on the decisions that humanity makes over the next 2 generations. Part 2. The territories and functions each of the 21 seats held under Marduk and how their descendants appear in later history. The 21 seats of the parents under Marduk, each seat was held by either a pair or 2 complementary beings, making 42 in total. 1. Seat of Eridu, Mesopotamia, Lower Sumer, held by a direct cousin line of Marduk, charged with guarding the religious and ceremonial capital. Descendants became the priest kings of early city-states and were central to maintaining Marduk's cult. Second seat of Akkad, Central Mesopotamia, administrators and enforcers of trade law. Their descendants shaped later Akkadian and Babylonian nobility. Third seat of Kish, Northern Sumer, known for military oversight. Descendants integrated into later Assyrian warrior nobility. Fourth seat of Uruk, cultural and writing hub, oversaw scribal traditions and controlled information flow. Many descendants became temple record keepers and historians of the royal houses. Fifth seat of Ur, economic and treasury seat, held the vaults, gold and grain reserves. Descendants merged with merchant dynasties and controlled temple wealth. Sixth, seat of Elam, eastern border territory, kept strategic watch over the Zagros mountain passes. Descendants linked to later Elamite kingship lines. 7. Seat of Dilmun, island trade nexus, modern Bahrain region, controlled sea trade to Indus Valley. Descendants integrated into Gulf trading clans. 8. Seat of Magan, Oman region, copper trade, resource guardians. Descendants became hereditary mining overseers. 9th. Seat of Meluha, Indus Valley territories, managed agricultural surplus and spiritual rights tied to fertility. Descendants interwove with Dravidian priest kings. 10th. Seat of Kemet Upper Nile, southern Egypt, oversaw early dynastic consolidation, temple construction, and solar worship rites. Descendants became the divine right pharaoh lines. 11th. Seat of Kemet Lower Nile, northern Egypt, maritime control of Mediterranean access. Descendants later tied into Phoenician sea kings. 12th. Seat of Punt, Horn of Africa, controlled exotic goods trade, gold, incense, myrrh. Descendants linked to regional merchant nobility and priestly castes. 13th. Seat of Canaan, Levant, military religious overseers of the land bridge between Africa and Asia. Descendants involved in both Israelite and Phoenician royal narratives. 14th. Seat of Anatolia, Hittite heartlands, controlled mountain trade routes and metal resources. Descendants in Hittite, Phrygian, and Lydian noble lines. 15th. Seat of Crete, Minoan culture, guardians of maritime communication and Aegean trade. Descendants became rulers in Aegean island kingdoms. 16th. Seat of Iberia, Western Edge. Atlantic seafarers maintained connection to outposts beyond the Pillars of Heracles. Descendants linked to early Atlantic maritime myths and Tartessian nobility. 17th. Seat of Albion, British Isles, oversaw northern trade and tin resources. Descendants tied to Druidic leadership and later Celtic royal lines. 18th. Seat of Nubia, south of Kemet, guardians of gold supply and southern approaches to the Nile. Descendants part of Kushite and later Nubian kingship lines. 19th. Seat of Sinai, mining and Stargate oversight, controlled turquoise and copper mines, and safeguarded interdimensional access points. Descendants merged into Levantine and Egyptian elite families. 20th. Seat of Persia, Plateau, Median heartlands held the eastern flank and steppe access. Descendants tied into Median and Persian nobility. 21st. Seat of the Eastern Gate, Central Asian highlands. Watched over the approach routes from the Far East, maintaining trade and genetic boundaries. Descendants became ruling families among nomadic confederations. Each of these seats operated as both an administrative office and a genetic custodianship. Bloodlines were kept within the seat to ensure loyalty to Marduk, often through arranged unions. Over centuries, many intermarried across seats, consolidating power and keeping the genetic signature intact. End of Part 2.